tell me more about, because I'm sure getting into the water and, sort of putting yourself through that in the middle of January, it took a lot of courage to sort of get there, right? And I think I get the sense that a lot of people, try something once, and that's great, that they try it. But you kept coming back, right? So what was it about that experience that was transformative, right? What was that like leap of faith, getting out of your comfort zone, and that experience, or maybe the after effects, right? That was transformative, that pulled you back in
Oh,
just when you thought you were in.
so this is what I love about it, and I love the answer to this question for myself. And
Yeah,
it's not, and like I said, I didn't really do it for any of like the immune boosting benefits and all that. But the benefit that I get from it is actually the process of getting in to the water. And it's what I was talking about, where I'm afraid and I literally switch it off like there's a point, and I'm getting better at it, but there's a point where like I just shut it off and I get in. And the reason why I love that, and the reason why I kept going back, is because I can take that moment, that like success moment of getting in and like just doing it and getting out of my comfort zone, getting in the cold water, and I can apply that in other areas of my life. So now, like when I think
nailed
about
it.
doing something else that I don't want to do, I have like almost a muscle memory, or like a way of being like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, and then you shut it off and you just do it. And
Yeah,
I just build that, and the cold plunge helps me build that.
yeah. And you know what? Not that you need it, not that you need it, but I want to share something to sort of validate what you're saying. And this is fucking gold, All of you out there watching this in the future and currently watching it, Christopher, thank you for your support and your time here. But especially all of you who are going to be watching this in the future, this is freaking gold, okay? Because a friend of mine, Jesh, was talking about how, so Tony Robbins, right? Um, he supposedly does a cold plunge every single day, I mean, he has an artificial setup, I'm guessing, somewhere at his house, whatever, right? And he's talked about how he loves it and blah, blah, blah. But there's one thing that stuck with me about the story, which is um, he acknowledged that, there are a lot of times he never feels the desire to go in, okay? There's always like a resistance. And he says, I just don't negotiate with myself. Here's a thing that he knows that is good for you because of the memory, the muscle that it allows you to practice, right? And build. And it's tough. And as a result, that, but to do it, you need to go through this like struggle, right? But you don't negotiate yourself with that, right? That can be applied to training for your sport, or practicing your craft, whatever it might be. So words of wisdom that have been spewed just now.
I mean, it's just, it happens to everybody too. Like everybody that I talk to that continues to join, that does the cold plunge crew, like you, like everything that I'm saying, they can, like they say too, and I'm sure that's like with pretty much everybody. Like nobody wants to get in. Like I don't know. There's maybe a couple crazy people out there that just like really want to just be cold, but I bet you that they would even say there's a point, even if it's small, where they're like, oh no, Like you just don't want to do it. And then
Yeah.
you do it anyways. Because actually, after you do it once or a few times, at least for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people that continue to do it, like you feel so good afterwards.